Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. Yes, I am a Muslim by birth. So, not a very practicing Muslim, but I observe my religion as best as I can. Uh, Sorry to be late. Same reason I took some food over to my parents, who is 78 and 82. Got caught up spending a little time with them. So that's the reason for my delay, and that's the explanation I said I was going to give to you. Let me see if I can get my phone to see if anyone comes on to the live. Okay, I can see my cousin Selena is on already. Hi, Selena. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Uh, Today's presentation, as you would have seen from my Facebook post earlier in the day, specifically going to bring forward some information on a specific group of racers that have been around for a very long time. They they were dormant for a little bit, and it's finally coming back to the sport in full force. That would be the Rahamans. Uh, most people are very familiar with the name, and the two most active people around would have been Mr. Ray and Mr. Jad Rahman. In addition to that, I'm not feeling on top of the world today. I came down with the flu after, making it through all winter without getting sick, as you would have seen every Sunday. I was up and about, but during the course of the week, as the weather was getting better, I wasn't dressing properly. So on one cold day, I kind of went down a little, and not feeling on top of the world today. But I committed to bringing you this information, breaking information out of Guyana in what could be one of the most uh, record-breaking moments uh, in motor racing in Guyana. Mr. Ray Rahman has committed to putting 3 cars and 1 bike on the track for Team Park Rain. Team Park Rain is he is building a team for 2025, and it's now in process. He will start with the VITS series. He himself is driving. His grandson, Raiden Prasad Rahman, will also be piloting a VITS for April 27th. And in the works, his daughter, Michele Rahman, will also be piloting a VITS after she graduates at the end of April from the University of Toronto. Mr. Elan Rahman just turned 21 last week. He will be piloting a bike in the street class. So that will be the makeup of Team Park Rain 2025. A brand new set of racers, and as I would tell you later on, I have seen on my past visit for the drag racing. This is a different group of racers we're actually seeing. Uh, People that are, highly educated and very committed to the sport. So it's a different breed of racers, I would like to think, and they're very intelligent, smart group of people, and their approach to the sport is totally professional. You would have seen from some of the drag racers that I interviewed, very sharp young ladies, and they're all into the sport professionally. Uh, Cars, equipment, everything is top of the line. So, like I said, today is live at 5 or 5:30, if you want to say. It's going to cover basically the re-entry of Mr. Ray Rahman after some 20 to 25 years of not being on the track. He would be making his return in a Vitz, uh, Toyota Vitz, with the inaugural series being launched on April 27th, 2025, round one of the GMR and SC circuit racing event, with so much emphasis being placed on this Vitz series. It's an introductory series initiated by Mr. Luis Antonio Comar, and is supposed to attract all of the young racers who would like to get into racing under a budget without having to spend a ton of money to do it. So that was the idea of the VITS series. Like I said, brainchild of Mr. Luis Antonio Comar, and he's getting some strong rivalry from a media personnel that media personnel, Mr. Kun Al Passad. So they have a very strong rivalry brewing there, and we will wait and see how that turns out. So back to Mr. Ray Rahman's team Park Rain. It's going to be headed by Mr. Ray Rahman and Mr. Elan Rahman is going to be piloting a bike in the street class. And like I said, Mr. Raiden Prasad Rahman is going to be driving in the Vitz Cup. Later on, Michele Rahman is going to join the team after graduating uh, in a civil engineering course at University of Toronto. Mr. Elan Rahman recently graduated in hospitality at the University of Florida. So both of these young people, like I said, highly qualified, intelligent people, and not forgetting Mr. Mir Raza Rahman, who himself was a civil engineer graduate. I didn't forget that piece of information, Mr. Rahman. He himself being a civil engineer, he's big on education, and that's a result that you see these kids are first getting their degrees, and now they're moving on to their dad's favorite passion, motor racing. I would like to welcome them all to the racing fraternity. It's going to be the first time for Mr. Elan Rahman. It's his first outing in racing. Mr. Raiden Prasad Rahman, he's a veteran in the go kart, no newcomer to the sports. He'll probably be a newcomer to Vitz Cup, but not to motor racing. So I want to say congratulations to Mr. Raiden Rahman, Mr. Elan Rahman, and Mr. Ray Rahman. And we are looking forward to have Michele Rahaman join us at the end of April when she graduates from the University of Toronto. So that's the breakdown on Team Park Rain. And incidentally, if you would like to follow Mr. Ray Rahaman's story, you can find it on my YouTube channel, Nikita Ramsaran, NikytaraMsaran. And like I said, this YouTube channel was created uh, to bring you content on motor racing, starting back in 1986. And all the information that I gathered over the years, you can find on this YouTube channel, including the first race that Mr. Ray Hammond would have held a checkered flag. It's a grass track race uh, on his KX 125, better known as the Lean Green Mean Machine. That was his first venture, grass track racing, and then he moved on to the circuit. So, like I said, you can find his winning race on my YouTube channel. Uh, just search. I'm sorry, just search Ray Rahaman's first win on grass track racing on my YouTube channel, and you would find that. Now, I get a lot of flack for saying, like, I always insert myself with these people. But the fact remains that I have been around for a long time, associated with motorsports, associated with these people on a different level. And I have been able to keep records of lots and lots of racing from 1986 onwards. So if at any point you hear me mention, I was there, it's because I was there. I was part of the team. I, told you I used to manage the overseas trip to Trinidad for Mr. Ray Rahaman during his reign when it was rally aviation racing. I would be the team manager operating in Trinidad, meaning, shipping the car, receiving the car, taking it to the track, making sure all of the guys, Mr. Blackie, Mr. Mark Balkisoon, Mr. Lash, Julian, uh, they were all taken care of. That was my duties, making sure everything was taken care of whilst they were in Trinidad. Uh, so I have spent a lot of time with this team, and I will be working with them again, especially the youngsters. I have already spoken to Mr. Elan Rahman quite a bit, and as soon as I have the opportunity, I will be trying to bring him on here live, and we'll get some information from these new drivers, on a new perspective of racing in Guyana. Like I said, I am not feeling to the best of my ability, so it's going to be very short this week. Basically, just to cover the Rahaman's entrance back into motor racing, and I will bring you a lot more details as we go forward. I got a few people on my shout out list that I would like to reach out to. I want to firstly, I want to shout out Mr. Paul Vera, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday, Paul. And for those of you that are interested, I did post a winning race in 1998, 1988. It was won by Paul Vera at the Cosmos Ground. He was on a 100cc Yamaha air cooled uh, bike, and he was able to beat everyone on their YZ 125 liquid cooled bikes. He did so by passing Mike Correa in the last turn of the last lap to take the checkered flag. So that's an awesome memory. It's burnt into my mind. And I also have the video, which like I said, I posted on my YouTube uh, channel. Yesterday, I posted it on Facebook. To find him on YouTube, you would go to my channel at Nikita, Nikyta, Nikita Ramsaran, and you can type in Paul Vera's winning race, and you can find all that good stuff on the YouTube channel. Like I said, my YouTube channel was created not just to bring you present content, but content starting from 1988. Uh, all the grass track footage I have, and my friend Jeff Warren in Canada has lots of racing, circuit racing from 1990. A couple of years, he was the person designated to do the videotaping at the circuit. Uh, so he has those videotapes up. Those video races of those videos on Von Zipper on YouTube. You can find those, all of those 90 races, especially with the bikes, with the guys from Canada, Mr. Kevin Graham, Mr. Owen Weichel, uh, tons of guys that, were visiting Guyana over the years in the 90s. They dominated the racing in Guyana. Those videos you can find on Mr. Jeff Warren's YouTube channel, Von Zipper. That's VonZipper. You can find lots of 90s racing on that YouTube channel as well. Uh, I am somehow going to try and get those loaded onto my YouTube channel, and you'd be able to view most of the racing history from the 80s, like I said, up up to present. Uh, I would also like to say a shout out or Eid Mubarak to Mr. Shah Ali from Ogle and Mr. Brian Eden. Eid Mubarak to you guys. Thanks for the support you've given me all year, and I really appreciate you guys hanging in there. Like I said, purpose of my YouTube channel is to create content on motor racing, present and going back as far as I can. Put my hands on material to bring you over the years and how we got to this point of motor racing in Guyana. That's all I have for this week. Uh, I'll be bringing you some fresh information. We got 28 days and like 3 Sundays to go to April 27th, round one of the GMR and SC circuit racing event. I have some biking information on the big bikes. I'm still waiting on Mr. Leroy Court to send me. I have one rider over here that I'm in contact with Mr. Ray Capel. I will be trying to see if I can get him to come in one Sunday, see if we can sit down with him. And Mr. Leroy Court is working also on some arrangements with some writers out of the US. It's all on the wrap for now. When I have access to that information, I will be bringing it to you. So stay tuned for more information. Like I said, the battle of the Vids seems to be brewing between Mr. Luis Antonio Camar and Mr. Kunal Prasad, the two media personnel of the Guyana Race and Sports Club. They're taking it from behind the camera to behind the steering wheel now. So, sorry. Like I said, not feeling on top of the world. Uh, Looking forward to seeing Mr. Luis Antonio Camar and Mr. Kunal Prasad on track come April 27th, 2025. Round one of the GMRC inaugural VITS Cup Challenge. Uh, I will also bring you a lot more information. Competitors meeting was held, I think it was Thursday night, and so far 19 competitors have already signed up for this race. So it's looking like they're going to have to put a limit to the number of competitors that could be on track for April 27th. As soon as I get more on that, I will let you know. But confirmed, 19 competitors have signed up for the VITS Cup Series. and it's looking fully packed to the point of where they may have to decide if everyone is going to be able to run on the same day or if they're going to have to do some kind of qualifying on the Saturday. Not forgetting Mr. Nick Bruce of Canada, son of Mr. Mark Balkisoon. Uh, Mark Balkisoon was the mechanic on Mr. Rera Hammond's RX Mazda RX-7 in the 90s. His son Nick Bruce uh, wants to come back to Ghana to do some dirt bike racing. So I'm in contact with him. Hopefully, we can get down this year to do some racing. Motocross, April 21st. The TRK riders of A. Charlton will be holding their meeting. Mr. Dave Young, the Red Art riders of Bartica, will also be holding their meeting on April 21st. So you guys can look forward to those two motocross events kicking off the 2025 calendar. And Mr. Joel Fredericks of the Mainstay Group, he will be having his Mainstay Motocross annual Mainstay. I think this would be his third year in a row. Third annual motocross race, August 24th, 2025. And then the drags up at the Mainstay airstrip later down in the year. All of this events, I will be bringing you more information as we get closer to the date. So please stay tuned. Check my Facebook posts every day. I will be posting information relevant to these events. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today. Sorry, I'm not feeling on top of the world, and I sound like I'm talking through my nose. I'm very sorry. Hopefully, I will be back a whole lot better next week, and maybe I can get into my garage if the weather turns better. That's all for today from the Live at 5, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Hi, Jody. Hi, Kathy, John Doe, and Rennie Kariga. All you Canadians who don't like the US people anymore. No hard feelings. Take care, guys. See you next week.